I'm sorry.
Janet
got my
Osborne,
Simpson, and that's a simple
No.
Bottom line, get your money.
Osborne
Get your money.
I love the Osborne.
I love you guys.
Get your money. That's all it
As a whole.
So the next topic that we're coming up to talk about here is taxi drivers. Everybody takes a taxi here now for the simple fact of you might park your car at the airport, for the simple fact that you may not own a car, for the simple fact of whatever. Everybody takes a taxi now and then. So I think our next question in line is, why do taxi drivers always try to manipulate their way into making, into manipulating their way into making more money or getting more dollars? Why do taxi drivers always think they're right? Conundrum.
I've learned how to manipulate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always think they're right. This is the key. When you hop in a taxi cab, you throw them $5, $10.
I almost feel like we're
do, trust me.
I almost feel like we're in Afghanistan somewhere, and like we're like
Come on now.
I'm serious. I feel like we're bargaining.
Yeah.
There's another word I can't
Bartering.
remember. Bartering. I feel like we're bartering over like simple prices, like down to the cent.
Literally.
Pretty much.
Literally.
Isn't
Pretty
that
much.
serious?
And
It really should
for
be.
me, at least, if you're pretty, sometimes it saves you a couple of dollars.
So what goes through your head when a taxi cab driver?
Okay, when a taxi driver
tries to
first
get
picks me up
much.
and wherever the case may be, like I personally, as a African American, identifying as a predominantly African American person, I feel that it's unfair because African American people get downgraded and, they get a common stereotype. However,
Are you saying you guys don't get picked up by cabs?
yeah, I think that I get picked up by the taxi cabs because I'm pretty.
And you put a leg out there.
Yeah, and I put a leg out there officially, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick her up."
And then
No, our
But-
situation is the cabs you've been picked up in.
Yeah, and the
Pretty
cabs, even the cabs I get picked up in,
We've all had our
they're
bad
all
experiences.
about like taking a left when you should have took a right one and it
Exactly.
saved you 5 minutes or whatever the case may be.
Or
And
Or stopping at every red light.
Or saying that you're going to the middle of downtown and they want to
you're
take
not.
the highway to the
And
middle
you're
of
not,
downtown.
and you're not. So I essentially feel that like they're all about their dollar bills and they're not concerned about their passengers or worried about the overall experience of the cab ride.
They're not.
And
Do not.
No.
Do not engage with me in conversation because it is your job to take me to my final destination. Do not act like we're best friends.
Now, don't
What
get
you
twisted.
say?
This is just in Minneapolis, what we're talking about. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
we're
know
talking
how
about
it goes on
Minneapolis.
wherever you're
But
at.
I think
what
it's
you're
all.
doing.
I think it's universal though.
But here in Minneapolis,
I watch
It's
TV
it gets
shows.
to be a problem.
It's universal. Taxi cab concessions.
Okay,
I
no.
think it's a little more.
Even when I was I just took a vacation to Chicago. Actually, about
Yeah,
2 months. Yeah, about 2 months ago. Just took a vacation to Chicago. Even when we were in Chicago, as few taxi cabs as we actually took, the taxi drivers either one thought that we were too intoxicated to actually know where it
They're
was
trying to
that we
make
were
their
going.
money.
They either thought that because I just showed up and I was coming from the train station to wherever it was that I needed to go, that I was
Intoxicated.
Keenan has got
No.
kicked out of a
Yeah.
couple of cabs.
I have you.
I have 3.
I've been kicked out of a
No,
few
we made
cabs
it to
as
the house
well.
and then I got kicked out. So we still pay.
No.
like, if I want to say, I want to take some
The
place.
bottom line for what we're saying is it's not our fault that we're getting kicked out of these cabs or having fights with these people.
Thank you.
It's them coming off to us like
And
we
being
have a problem.
bitches.
And that's
Cab drivers are bitches.
They just need to do their job and leave us the fuck alone. And
Get
if we
me
don't
home.
have a fucking
Yeah, I mean, if you have the
I
money,
told you.
providing the service.
Yeah.
No, I
Simple
told
as
you
that.
to get me home. I
Get me
paid
home.
you to get me home. I don't care what your attitude is or what you're doing. Your job is to get me from point A to point B or
You're
point
like-
A to wherever I'm going. So that's what you're
so
supposed to do.
That they get make a
Like,
decision.
that's it. I'm paying you to do it, and that's it.
Right now.
Like the really, really drunk ones that drive in between the lines act like they do not
We
know.
know the ones that you don't know what they're on.
I knew
What
that
about that?
conversation was going to get heated.